My never say ma PENDREAM TV. PENDREAM TV there. Osia dem yopo.
My savings are in America. It's being protected. It is a munsia sa nyansa no. Na de bi ametra na nkwase keka. All right, boss. Okay. So my team, they are telling me we can move on and take care of business right now. So right now, there's something that we need to understand before we obey a NDC, a year 24-hour economy, a year documents on the about time. Maybe church will be able to remember so be a better. Maybe you Magana for what I said, but before that, there's something I want to show you, and it is about this. It is going to lead us to a year ended discussion, and it's got to do with this particular story. You say Ghana card issuance to newborn babies to begin in November, and the Usha Mahamudu Bawumia anywhere in Ghana. Baby obekubia digitization. Na nekase nyina ejina eyedien eye Ghana card. Oh, Bawumia Ghana card. Bawumia ene de Ghana card baye. Enti esi ano oni message. Now the question here is Ghana card no started da ben. Say nda what say Bawumia say Ghana card no eye something he has changed. Na Ghana card no oni na de ba Ghana, oni na introduce ya. You ask yourself say how did Bawumia introduce Ghana card? How did Bawumia introduce Ghana card to Ghanaians? Abrana Ghana card no existe. Obi to see ya okaso Kevin Boa. Bawumia na de Ghana card baye. Bawumia nyansa de bi see that. Now, let's take ourselves back. Na emusa won say sa Ghana card issue a ende akwara you say akwara ya won ye betumi ama na de Ghana card no. How did it start? When am na dwene ye who basically put thoughts together, sit down, analyze and said we need to do this. When did it happen? Time na John Mahama wo power no. Mahama time no na Ghana card ehia no. Did he make any move to make sure say Ghana card no idea bia e was eboa Ghana for? Did he touch? Did he do anything? Because Ghana for bebre count Ghana. Oh, Bawumia Ghana card. Now yatna can on countless occasions say Bawumia never introduced Ghana card to Ghana. In fact, Ghana card was introduced to Ghana physically. I will not hide this from Ghanaians. Kufuor thought through Ghana card. He could not implement it. At a Mills John Mahama Mobile and almost 30 data centers to hold Ghana card. Now the companies almost contracted, they are still the same company and they almost printing Ghana card or Ghana. Now we say Obwa unjina so ne hina John Mahama wo na aban mu time obedi president mpo chire bibi se Ghana card wa yehu bibi anase wa introduce Ghana card anase NDC tu anamon Ghana card on. Mahamudu Bawumia has nothing to his name. Anywhere he stands or better digitization Ghana card no mon can say on this platform no we will prove him wrong. Say under John Dramani Mahama foreigners Ghanaians started getting their Ghana card. In fact, over 17 million people got their Ghana card before Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia came into office. 17 million Ghanaians. And the problem with the NDC is they say when they have ideas, because they don't sync, and every time what Ghanaians do, and they say sorry, MPP does, and they say NDC policies are nyansa womuno na we are no masasandino no dia kotonyom na Ghana for sebio yemumu yejiminti ya dwen say eno na nyansa wom. But majority of the things are Bawumia na Ekufuor kai in opposition. John Mahama and the NDC at Tamils they had already started implementing it na take shape Ghana for were accessing Ghana card. And this will come back into a history. You see this. You see this story 14th of September 2016. Every Ghanaian to have national identification card where John Mahama 2016 John Mahama was president. This story was published by Ghana Web 2016. Bawumia cannot stand anywhere. Ghana Nibia MPP Libya to Baby say Ghana card Bawumia by our bottom. And I'll prove to you today. Into that conversation is out. Bawumia and people should never raise an issue about Bawumia introduced Ghana card to Ghana. No. John Mahama is over 17 million Ghanaians and foreigners were issued Ghana card. It was actually in motion. Now, Mama Cho, when you read the story, this is what the story says. President John Dramani Mahama or President John Mahama has indicated that the country will finally have a primary database center for citizens and every Ghanaian will have access to a national identification card. 2016 John Mahama ka say Ghana ye see data centers ebedum brebino Ghana ni bia ebenya Ghana card. The same time I know Kasano Ghana card was being issued. Metro BB, I'll show you the evidence. Now, he indicated that if he is given the mandate for another president term, he said this: we will provide every Ghanaian with a national ID card. Time and okasa no see. Say Ghana for eto abama no mane 2016 Ghana ni bia benya Ghana card. And wakase data centers no master TCC no, and the same time na John Mahama kano kasa na Ghana card no ye print ya na ne print ye na abrofo ne Ghana for nya Ghana card ye digital and I say no, we will see. Ogo third paragraph. This was contained in the 2016 manifesto highlights. Into all the way in 2016 NDC manifesto. Na Ghana card yedema Ghana ni bia no, it was already in it. But NDC for omo twisoroku. NDC for omo nyede omo ntonkwasi anyom. NDC for enfanya menyom ndada Ghana for NDC for they are practical. They are able to tell you the person omo ye, but they show you. Intuko and must say this was contained in the 2016 manifesto highlight of the party, which was presented by the flag bearer of the governing National Democratic Congress (NDC) in Accra on Tuesday, September 13th. Inti 2016 NDC for a radio manifesto. I'm catch Ghana for say Ghana card it's in motion. You starting air printing Ghana cards. Now John Mahama say more some another extension. And in the next 4 years, na obi our Ghana card. Now then na John Mahama Jinaso. There was the data centers, there was the Accra Digital Center, there was the DND. But do we have yet documentations and videos to prove say when John Mahama was in office, na Ghana card here printing? Now look at this. It's very important. This is when John Dramani Mahama was president. Ghana card, no, this is where it was. Ghana card, Bawumia introduced Ghana card with Ghana. John Mahama tesoniye print Ghana card dada.
With effect from March this year, Ghanaians who register with the National Identification Authority will have their Ghana cards issued on the spot.
In an interview with GBC 24, the head of public affairs, Ms. Bertha Jeble, explained the aim is to fast-track the process to ensure that all persons living in Ghana, both nationals and non-nationals, have modern ID cards with all security features intact.
January last year, foreign nationals in Ghana began a mass registration which ended in August. A foreign national who has lived in the country for 90 days or more in a given year is required by law to register for a non-citizen Ghana card. Members of the diplomatic community are, however, exempted from registering. With the compilation still ongoing, our news team was unable to get a comprehensive list of registered foreigners. But the head of the public relations of the NIA, Ms. Bertha Jeble, admitted that there was a challenge because of the $120 fee charged for registration and issuance of instant cards.
That argument, not only for persons from the ECOWAS sub-region, but also been complaints for children who are 6 years students and also spouses of Ghanaian nationals. They've all said that they shouldn't be made to pay the same fee. These fees were approved by Parliament. So in order to change it, we have to go around and do the discussions again. And so we have kickstart that discussion.
According to Ms. Jeble, a resident permit only allows a foreigner to live, work or go to school in the country over a period of time or permanently. She said the resident permit cannot be a substitute for the Ghana card, adding that all foreign nationals will be required to produce their non-citizen Ghana card before they are issued with a resident permit or its renewal by the Immigration Service after the mass registration ended on 30th August last year. Foreigners will not be allowed to register SIM cards for telephones, open bank accounts, acquire driver's license, or even have access to essential services in the country when the act is enforced.
Because all of these transactions preceded the national identification, people have been doing business without it. Now the law has been passed by Parliament of Ghana and it is a requirement. All these institutions are to demand the Ghana card before they offer services, not to only foreign nationals but to Ghanaian citizens. It was because that, as I said, we've not completed issuing ID cards to everybody. That's why the enforcement has not started, but we are starting it now.
On safety, Ms. Jeble said measures have been put in place to ensure safety and privacy of data collected. She said since the registration is a continuing process, people can register at their district and regional offices. She said from March this year, Ghanaians will also receive their cards instantly, just like the foreign nationals, but at a subsidized fee of 25 Ghana cedis.
At March, we're expanding, we're working towards expanding our contract with our private partners to bring equipment and so that we can do the instant issuance.
So far,
so that's it. Afemohu, this is 2015. We are printing Ghana cards. It was faster. Parliament had already passed the law. Bawumia has no role in Ghana card. Nowhere. That is why John Mahama built Accra Digital Center, your NCA office, your NIA office. It was because Ghana card, they had already started printing digital, giving Ghanaians. And then Bawumia had digital, and Bawumia brought Ghana card. It is a lie. Bawumia has nothing to his name. The NDC for no problem, you say what they have done, no, they are not vocal enough to let people know the Omaye. In Chesana Kwasiafo, Eddie Dean Fufrabetoso, no mafa. The NDC has continuously built this nation. John Dramani Mahama's vision has continuously changed the dynamics when it comes to development and infrastructure. Majority of Ghana from Pondim say in 2014-15 this was going on in Ghana. Bawumia mobile and I'm say yen change dino Ghana card digitization. There's nothing here. It's empty. No NDC communicator should allow any MPP communicator to sit on TV and say Bawumia, we can equate digitization and Ghana card to Bawumia. It's crazy. Contracts have been signed. Printing has been done. It was an ongoing project. It was an ongoing project. So why are we here today saying say Bawumia the Bibi Abba and Tiama Bawumia be president? Adaya you say or the Ghana card Abba. There's nothing. It was there. John Mahama were doing it. NDC were doing it. During John Mahama's time, it was 25 Ghana cedis and 250 Ghana. Time na John Mahama tisunu krampa ya started printing na open instant card na 25 Ghana and 250 Ghana and Bawumia wiwi moti Ghana ye kan okrekere mo amonte ye tumufo amonte NPP fa bi biamba Ghana da. Me say when you go into the policies Mamicha Madiebi, Mr. S, did you pull that out? Mamicha mo adia MPP over the years. Thank you, Mr. S. Thank you, Mr. P. Thank you, Mr. P, for this. Mamicha mo adia NDC MPP yet till now. Anytime I bet show 24-hour economy ni ye. Me bet mo MPP ni message from day one. A copying of NDC's real facts and policies. Okay. Adebia NPP here all these years. Me chiremo, you know 2024, but we are doing facts, journalism with facts. Me entire we are. Adia won ye men famau. Dia wa ye nkwanam de be maw. Entina de be me catch comfort. If you have a problem with me, challenge my facts. That's why I don't have problems with people anyhow. I only have problems so try so be twist the facts now. Ube try throw at Mahama so I mean chumau. But also your facts to challenge this and then you bring it here. Over the years, this is what the NPP they have done. I mean show idea here. Anytime the NDC will bring a policy out, not NPP for change dino. No more Ghana for draw. Rural Enterprise Program. I'm say one district, one factory. It was the same program. Rural Enterprise Program. It was the same programmer NDC introduced. That is why they started building the Commander Sugar Factory. Oko other places are you have the Share Nut Factory and then the Share Nut Butter and then a year bibi to say a year Sada Mobile. It was called the Rural Enterprise Program. It was nothing new. Bawumia MPP by no changing almost one district, one factory. There's nothing new. And the funny thing is when they change the name, they are not able to implement it because the blueprint is with the NDC. Because the thought through, the intelligence, the application intelligence is with the NDC. It is only them because so it is only them and implement the way it should be implemented. And it is because they are not original thinkers of majority of the things. In the NPP, what they have done from Kofosta, and they just steal from the NDC. I'm about green NDC for introduce you green revolution program and I'm say planting for food and jobs. Yes, the NDC wanted to green this country through agriculture. They wanted to make sure, say, we green the system, make sure we grow what we eat, so that we at the end of the day, no, we will not basically depend on a lot of mining. In the NDC4 introduce what we call Green Revolution program. NPP bar power and almost say planting for food and jobs. No. It was a green revolution. The idea was that we were going to turn our vegetation everywhere around the nation into something then beneficial to us by planting more, growing more, and making sure we are making good use of our vegetation. So NDC had that idea. And the MPP before said, no, you're planting for food and jobs. I am beginning to let you understand MPP. You know, it is not a political party. This group is a cluster of thieves. And anything and normal bread for Bawumia to bring a policy because they have nothing to steal. Now, Okwa says small dams and irrigation scheme. And this na introduce here small dams and irrigation scheme. NPP also one district, one village, one dam. I think I make sure politics. I think I make sure what is happening. I think I make sure why the NDC and the MPP is bad news. Why you're not supposed to listen to that political party called NPP. How many ideas? They don't have policies. The NDC introduced small dams and irrigation scheme. The north, you can see dams being built by the NDC. These people came and changed the name and said one district, one village, one dam. One village, one dam. Then they could not implement it. And they almost blue economy. I feel what? Also, about blue economy. What is blue economy? They have nothing. Asa. May Ghana politics nim. May party yes slogan party. Any BBA. NDC is MPP is empty. Bawumia has no ideas about governance. NDC for introduce you Youth Employment Agency. In Kofo say Nation Builders Corps NAPCO. It was there. It was in the manifesto. NDC had started implementing the Youth Employment Agency. NDC for introduce here, and then they Kofa NEP by no. And John Kumakoda they came and changed that name. So you need to understand, say. Every single policy Abwa Ghana and this na introduce this NPP, they are criminal. They just change the name. Now you get it. They just change the name. Progressive Free Education. John Dramani Mahama what power. On a professor na no pokwajiman. Omo lanchi ye start implement progressive free SHS. Ema ye hu nkwara so mu ko school. Ema documentations ma bo videos wa ha kyerɛw. John Mahama and a twa sword. A twa humem. Ema day students start free SHS. MPP ba no say free SHS. This is it. These are the things. Akronfo they don't have genuine ideas. They don't have ideas. They Jimmy. Anything and 24-hour economy, no. John Mahama kind of they don't know how to fight it. But for Bawumia to stand on stage as an economist to say 24-hour economy proposed by John Mahama is bad idea, and no crash should tell you Bawumia is crazy. What about them? He does not understand politics. He does not understand governance. Anytime the baby time say, I will use the facts to prove to you, say the NDC is better and you have to be given the opportunity to lead. John Dramani Mahama, Professor Nano Pukwajman, they are more intelligent. They understand governance than these twerps. Anytime about time, I am bold and confident to tell you vote for the NDC. So I'm confident with you, have they been able to tell you, say, this and this and this in Tituma Bawumia? Because they know Bawumia is empty. They know the MPP, they are liars. They are doing a journalism with pain. MPP for and MPP now say they don't know how to say Kotoma MPP and they be John Mahama a problem na NPP ne into yentuma MPP me antuma NDC yentuma hwan and I'm sure this is the reality.
Dedi kama mamena PENDREAM TV ase na so far so good say open online portal e wo Ghana nipa share nipa follow nipa comment here to my best of knowledge without any biases PENDREAM TV